I don't know about you. When I was a kid, I would ask and ask and ask, and not much would happen. And I became very frustrated. Many people do. And we feel powerless. We feel that our prayers really aren't making any difference because we're not seeing any way to reinforce that our prayers have actually done something. They've made a difference. But I'm going to go back into the original Aramaic translation, and Greek and Aramaic both, but this is going to be from the original Aramaic. In the Gospel of Thomas, you see Greek and Aramaic, is why I'm clarifying this. And I want to read you, and it's very close, but there's a powerful and subtle difference that was left out in the translation, and it may very well be because the translators did not understand what you and I are exploring right now. Because they didn't understand it, they simply streamlined the languaging. So, in the translated version, and if you'd like to see this for yourself, it comes from Neil Douglas Clotes, is the name of the translator. There's a little book called Prayers of the Cosmos. It is a beautiful, beautiful book where he retranslates so many of the very powerful prayers, and this is one of them. Now listen to the difference. In the original text, it begins a very similar way. Quote, "All things that you ask straightly, directly, from inside my name, you'll be given." Okay, now here comes the translation that was in error. This is the original. "Ask without hidden motive and be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire that your gladness be full." That is a single, very powerful statement. I'm going to break this down. Ask without hidden motive. That is inviting you to ask without attachment to the outcome. It's actually a very Buddhist concept. Ask without attachment to the rightness, the wrongness, the goodness, the badness, or the joy or the disappointment as to whether or not your prayer is answered, without attachment to the outcome. Okay? Be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire. The only way to be is if those things are already present. Your prayer is already answered. You're coming from the place that the prayer has already been answered. So the key to what we're saying here, feel the feeling. Feel as if the prayer is already answered with as many senses as you can. Smell, touch, taste, hearing. Feel as if your body is already healed. Feel as if your perfect relationship is already present. Feel as if your abundance is already present. Invoke all of those senses.
Now, let's speak about what Jesus said in the Bible, because Jesus actually agrees with him. Jesus says that you have to believe that you already are that person, that you already have what you want when you pray. Mark 11, verse 23 and 24 says, "Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go throw yourself in the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them." Verse 24 says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Scientific fact. Subconscious mind responsible for 95% of your life. It uses your belief system to create your reality. Now, the reason that you have to believe that you have received it is because your subconscious mind, which creates your reality, does not understand time. Time is part of the conscious mind. Time exists in the mind. Past and future can only be experienced in the mind, because the only thing that we have experienced and that we ever will experience is the present moment. So no, you cannot experience the past and the future. So when you ask for something, you have to ask it as though you have already received it and believe it. And then your subconscious mind, responsible for 95% of your life, will figure out a way to do this. Now, one last verse from the Gospel of Thomas. Let's see what Jesus says. Jesus says, "If two make peace with one another in a single house, they will say to the mountain, move from here, and it will move." And the house that Jesus is speaking about, and Buddha spoke about this house too, is the mind. So when the conscious mind and the subconscious mind agree, when they work in coherence, you could create anything that you want. Yes, will there be a lag? Yes, we're not magicians. We could create something overnight. But if you continue to believe, because time doesn't exist, you will receive what you ask for. See you guys next video.